Dear soul, the angels brought me a message today so profound and eye-opening that it may transform your perception regarding an important connection in your life. There is something going on in the heart of a person who occupies your thoughts, something that goes far beyond words and glances. The angels show a burning and undeniable desire, an aspiration for an intimacy that transcends the superficial, a longing for a complete union, not just of hearts, but of souls and bodies, in a space of total safety and surrender. This person wants everything with you, dear soul, and this everything involves a depth of connection that many spend a lifetime seeking. This need to be in your presence, to share every aspect of life, especially those moments of vulnerability and total surrender, has become a fire burning silently inside them. Perhaps you feel this intensity, this magnetic attraction, even without understanding its origin. The angels uncover that this person has tried to fight against this truth, perhaps out of fear, pride, or worry about what this complete surrender might mean. They may have convinced themselves that these feelings would disappear with time, that they could be muffled or replaced. But the angels confirm that, on the contrary, this flame has only grown, turning into an almost uncontrollable need. This is a connection the angels call a soul bond, a tie so strong that physical barriers or emotional distances become irrelevant in the face of the depth of desire. It is not just a fleeting attraction, but a true hunger for your essence, for your light, for your unique way of existing. This person misses your laugh, your gaze, the warmth of your presence, and something even more intimate, the feeling of belonging to you, of being fully welcomed and understood in their totality. This longing is not just for specific moments, but for the totality of your presence, the shelter that only you can offer. They have found themselves thinking of you at unexpected moments, feeling a pang in their chest upon seeing something that reminds them of you, or reliving conversations, gestures, and even the simple sensation of having you nearby in their mind. These memories are not just nostalgic, they are a call, a constant reminder of what they feel is missing in their life. The angels indicate that this person has realized the uniqueness of your energy, the peace and joy you bring. No other person, no other experience, has managed to replicate the fullness they found by your side. This leaves them in a state of deep reflection, questioning their choices and the path they took. The intensity of this desire goes beyond simple attraction. It is a longing to share the most intimate parts of themselves, to strip off all masks and find the true essence of union in its purest and most intense form. The angels show that this person fantasizes about the idea of building a sanctuary of love and trust with you, a space where both can be completely authentic, without judgments, without reservations. It is a dream of total surrender, of losing and finding oneself in each other's presence, in a dance of souls seeking completeness. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are not mere coincidences? The angels are sending signs for you to be attentive, to prepare your heart for what is to come. This person is approaching a point of no return, where the internal struggle will become unsustainable. The truth they try to repress is about to overflow, driven by the energy of the angels working to align hearts, destined to unite in depth. What I am about to uncover to you next could change everything. But you need to be open to receive this truth. This message reached you at the right moment, but you need to act fast in your own internal preparation. The angels want you to know that this connection is of a very high level, and the person in question feels this with a force that consumes them. They want your presence at every sunrise, your comfort at every sunset, and the certainty that, in your arms, they can be who they truly are, without filters, without fears. It is a desire for mutual surrender, for shared vulnerability, for a union that defies time and space. This person wants everything, dear soul, and the depth of this desire is becoming their greatest truth. What this person fears most is that you may have already closed the doors of your heart, that the chance for this complete and transforming union has slipped through the fingers of time. This doubt torments them, for they realize that your light is irreplaceable. There is something very important you need to know. The angels disclose that this person has sought, subconsciously, your energy in everything and everyone, but always returns to the realization that what they yearn for can only be found in you. This ceaseless search is proof of the depth of what they feel. Before continuing the message, write in the comments this mantra: "My heart is open to give and receive genuine love." Now, continuing the message. The sensation of incompleteness without you is a burden they can no longer bear. The angels are working behind the scenes, creating the perfect circumstances so that this person has no way to deny the truth of their heart any longer, and, at long last, takes the step in your direction. But that isn't all. There is something even deeper happening. The universe is orchestrating a reunion that goes beyond expectations, bringing to the surface the possibility of a union you didn't even imagine was possible. Be prepared, dear soul, for the magnitude of what is to come. Dear soul, the depth of the desire this person feels for you is something the angels show me with striking clarity. It is not a whim. It is not a passing passion. It is a soul aspiration for a connection that involves every fiber of their being, a longing to be completely intertwined with you, especially in moments of greatest intimacy and surrender. This person has tried, with all their might, to deny this overwhelming truth, but with each passing day, the struggle becomes more exhausting and futile. They find themselves trapped in a whirlwind of emotions, an internal conflict between the fear of exposing themselves and the urgent need to have you in their life in the deepest way possible. The angels uncover that this person tried to find distractions, sought to fill the void with other experiences, perhaps even with other company. But every attempt resulted in even greater frustration, for nothing compares to what they feel for you. No smile, no conversation, no touch managed to replicate the sensation of fullness and belonging that only your presence is capable of awakening. This realization has been painful, for the strength of your love and your energy chases them in every corner, in every solitary thought. They may be physically distant, but their mind and heart are incessantly turned towards you, dreaming of the possibility of this total union. This craving for intimacy, dear soul, is not just a physical desire, although it is present with an intensity that consumes them. It is, above all, a desire for vulnerability, for surrender without reservations, to be seen and accepted in their totality, with their lights and shadows, within a space of absolute trust. This person yearns to share their deepest fears, their most secret hopes, in an environment where the silence of soul-to-soul communication is the main language. They want to have you by their side in every sense, knowing that within four walls, far from the judgment of the world, they can be completely and truly yours, and that you can be completely theirs. The angels indicate that the universe has conspired so that this person can no longer ignore what they feel. They have been experiencing synchronicities, like seeing your name in unexpected places, hearing songs that remind them of moments with you, or having vivid and emotional dreams where the connection between you two is palpable. These signs are not mere coincidences. They are powerful calls from the universe, angelic nudges, forcing them to face the truth they try so hard to stifle. They are being guided, even if subconsciously, to recognize the importance and magnitude of this bond that unites you. This person feels a visceral need to find again the peace and joy that only you can provide. Your energy is like a lighthouse that attracts them, even when they try to row against the current. They realize that time has not erased what they feel, but on the contrary, has intensified every memory, every sensation. Your absence has become a glaring gap, an open wound that can only be healed with your proximity and, mainly, with the total surrender they yearn for so much. The fear that it might be too late, that you may have moved on, is a constant torment, feeding the urgency they feel. The support of your own light, dear soul, is radiating and affecting this person in ways you perhaps do not understand. Your strength, your resilience, your ability to move forward with dignity and self-love are being perceived by them, making them even more aware of the priceless value of your presence. The angels show that they see in you the possibility of a fuller, more authentic life, where connection and intimacy are not superficial, but the foundation of everything. They are fascinated by your essence and the way you handle life, and this only increases the desire to be close and to experience this deep union. It is crucial that you understand that this person's desire for you is a search for completeness. They do not want just fleeting moments, but a life shared in its totality, where the most intimate secrets can be uncovered and hearts can merge without fear. The angels are preparing the ground so that this truth comes to light in an undeniable way. This person is on the brink of a revelation, a moment of clarity where they will no longer be able to run from their own heart. And this revelation will bring with it the urgency to act, to break the silence, and seek the connection that consumes them. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, "I receive the truth the angels bring to me, and I claim the number 888 for my life," to claim it. If this message resonated in a special way, and you felt the light and support of the angels through these words, a gesture of affection through the Super Thanks button would be a lovely way to help us continue bringing more inspiration and light to all people who need it. Your generosity allows us to touch more hearts and spread this transforming energy. Now, continuing the message. This person's hesitation to act is motivated mainly by the fear of your reaction, by the worry that, upon exposing themselves so completely, they might be rejected, or that you may not feel the same intensity. But the angels assure that this fear is losing strength. The power of the love and desire they nurture for you is becoming greater than any misgiving. Prepare your heart, dear soul, because the truth they hold is about to be shared, and this sharing will bring with it the possibility of a union your soul waits for so much. Dear soul, the angels continue to unfold this powerful message, and now the truth becomes even more evident. This person who inhabits your thoughts can no longer bear the distance and the barrier, preventing them from surrendering completely to you. There is something inside them that has become impossible to silence. The need to have you, to experience a deep and intense union in every sense, especially in moments of total privacy and vulnerability, has grown so much that it now surpasses any limit they tried to impose on themselves. This sensation of absence, which in the beginning seemed bearable, has transformed into an unsustainable weight. The angels show that, no matter how much this person tries to act as if they were in control, as if they could move on without looking back, there is a storm happening inside them. When they are alone, far from the noise of the world, their mind travels incessantly to you, reliving shared moments and, mainly, fantasizing about the depth of connection you could have. Every memory has a different taste now, whereas before they viewed everything with a certain emotional distance. Now they feel every detail with a depth that is overwhelming. They remember your voice, the way you smile, the shine in your eyes, and something even more intimate, your essence, which attracts them in an irresistible way. This person has begun to realize that no one else possesses this energy, this uniqueness that you have, and it is exactly this realization that is bringing a deep restlessness to their heart. What this person doesn't completely understand yet is that the desire they feel is not just a reflection of good times, but a clear sign that there is something greater linking you two. This connection was not built merely by chance, nor is it something that can be replaced by any other person. They might even try to convince themselves that they will get over it, that all this will pass. But the angels show that what exists between you is not something that disappears, because it is a soul link seeking completeness. They may have tried to run from this feeling, distracted themselves with other people, or dived into new routines, but none of that erased the truth. The universe is sending constant signs so that they see what they truly feel. These signs can come in diverse forms: a song that plays suddenly and makes them remember you, a scent in the air that brings back a memory, or even intense and vivid dreams in which you appear with impressive clarity. These dreams are not random, dear soul, but visions full of meaning, a form of spiritual communication that reinforces the urgency of this connection. Often, they wake up smelling your scent, hearing your voice, or with the sensation that you were truly together. These dreams leave them confused, as they are so real that, for a moment, they believe everything can still be lived. But when they wake up to reality, they realize you are not there physically, and this realization is like a shock, a void that becomes even harder to ignore. The angels want you to know that these dreams are not just fruit of chance. They are a form of spiritual communication, a call from the universe for this person to understand that your presence cannot be erased. Their heart is trying to send you messages, even if the mind tries to resist. And there is something even stronger that the angels are uncovering now. They feel your energy, even from a distance, and this potentiates the desire for a complete and intimate union. Often, when distracted, they might feel sudden chills, a strange sensation, as if you were there, close by. And the truth is that, in a way, you are. The bond between you is so intense that it transcends physical presence. This person can feel your vibration, your strength, your essence, even when you are not communicating directly. This perception increases even more the desire to have you near, in a space of total surrender. Now, what the angels want you to understand is that this person is about to make a decision. They can no longer carry this longing and this deep desire alone. Something needs to change. The universe is moving energies so that, very soon, a reapproach happens, an opportunity for this intimacy they yearn for so much to come to pass. The angels say that the right moment is being prepared. It might not be today or tomorrow, but this person is getting closer and closer to yielding to the truth that has always been there, to the truth of their most intimate desire for you. The weight of this weight is turning their fear into courage, their doubt into an unavoidable necessity. Before continuing the message, if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, take the opportunity to subscribe. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Now, continuing the message. And now, I ask you, if this person knocked on your door tomorrow, with their heart and desire open for this complete union, would your heart be ready to receive them in their totality? Think well, dear soul, because what is to come could change everything. The intensity of this connection is something the angels are protecting and guiding. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 7 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love very much. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. The absence that previously seemed bearable has now become an unsustainable burden, for they realize that the true intimacy and connection they aim for can only be found with you. The angels show that this person feels trapped in an internal dilemma. They want to look for you, want to hear your voice, feel your presence again, and more than anything, feel the depth of the union they dream of so much, but something inside them still hesitates. It could be pride, fear of rejection, or even insecurity about how you would react to this total surrender. But deep down, they know they need to act, because the desire is no longer something that can be ignored or repressed. The angels want you to be prepared for the magnitude of this disclosure. Dear soul, the angels show me that the person in your thoughts is now at a crucial moment in their life, where the strength of the desire for a complete and deep union with you has intensified to the point where it can no longer be ignored. They want everything, yes. And this everything involves a surrender of body, mind, and soul in a space of absolute trust and intimacy. For this union to flourish, it is essential that your own heart is prepared, free from ties of the past, and open to receive the totality of this love. This person has been observing you more than you imagine, looking for signs, feeling your energy from afar. They wish to know if you are receptive to this depth of connection, if your heart yearns for this same surrender. But, beyond that, the angels ask you to direct this energy towards yourself. To open space for this intense union, it is necessary to purify your own energetic field, releasing resentments and hurts that might be preventing the free circulation of love in your life. Forgiveness, dear soul, is the key to the door of true intimacy. There is a detail the angels disclose now. This person has been observing you more than you imagine, whether through social media, mutual friends, or simply feeling your energy from afar. This person tries to stay connected in some way. They want to know how you are, if you miss them the same way they miss you, and if there is an opening for the deep intimacy they yearn for. And this torments them, because the possibility that you have moved on without looking back leaves them restless. The angels show that this person constantly asks themselves, do I still have a space in their heart for this complete and true union? Before we continue, the angels ask you to do an exercise of liberation. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you would like to forgive. Visualize each of them, send love, and say, I forgive you and I set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. Now, continuing the message. What is happening now in this person's heart is a true emotional battle, intensified by the desire for a deep union. For a long time, they avoided confronting their most intimate feelings, preferring to distract themselves or sweep under the carpet everything they felt for you, especially this aspiration for a total connection. But the angels show that the universe is forcing this person to face the truth. And this truth is simple. They do not want to live without your presence, and without the possibility of this intimacy that only you can offer any longer. They might have tried to ignore this connection, but all attempts to move on without you failed. No other person managed to fill the void you left, because what you had was unique, and now they understand this like never before. The depth of your being, your energy, your capacity to love and welcome are attributes that attract them irresistibly, awakening in them a desire for a union that goes beyond the conventional. The angels show that this person is getting closer and closer to taking an attitude. They have felt sudden impulses to send you a message, to look for you, to attempt an approach that leads to this intimacy, but something always holds them back. What they fear most is not the conversation itself, but what that conversation could mean. Because deep down, they know that if you open the door to this depth, everything could change. And this change scares them, because it would be necessary to abandon old patterns, open the heart, and mainly, admit the extent of their own desires. But the angels say that they no longer have a choice. Their heart is crying out for you, and sooner or later, they will be forced to take this step, seeking the union they yearn for so much. Now, the angels ask you to ask yourself, if this person returns with the intention of a total surrender, will you be ready to forgive and to welcome this deep intimacy? Forgiving does not mean accepting just anything, but rather releasing the weight of the past, so that regardless of the decision you make, your heart is at peace and open to the truth. The angels show that, for this reapproach to happen in the right way, and for intimacy to flourish, the energy of forgiveness needs to be present. What is past cannot be changed, but the future can still be written with love, surrender, and truth. And that is exactly what this person is beginning to understand. They are learning, the hard way, that opportunities cannot be wasted, that true love and deep connection do not appear twice in the same way. Dear soul, the angels say that this story is not over yet. There is an outcome being written, and you play an essential role in this, especially in your own preparation for this deep surrender. The angels want you to feel worthy and prepared for the love being directed at you. Now, close your eyes for an instant and imagine this person in front of you, expressing their desire for a complete union. What is the first emotion that arises in your heart? This feeling brings clarity about what you truly desire and about your readiness for this intimacy. The answer you find will be essential for the next steps the universe is preparing, opening the way for this connection to come into being in its totality. Dear soul, the angels unveil to me that the intensity of this person's desire for a complete and deep union with you has reached a critical point. There is something inside them that has become impossible to silence, a clamor for this intimacy that you provide. They are feeling an anguish they cannot explain, a constant restlessness, as if there were a gap in their being that nothing else can fill. This person tries to find answers, tries to understand why this feeling doesn't pass, but the truth is that the answer is already inside them. They miss you in a way that no other love or experience can replace, and they yearn for this total surrender in a space of mutual trust. The angels say that this person has lived moments of deep reflection, reliving conversations and situations in their mind, and asking themselves how everything reached this point. There is a regret growing, a recognition that they could have done differently, that they should have shown more, spoken more, allowed themselves to feel the connection with you more deeply. And there is an important detail. They feel that by pulling away, they lost you, not just in presence, but in the possibility of this intimate union they now yearn for. This thought haunts them, because whereas before they believed they could have control of the situation, now they realize that things are no longer in their hands, and this lack of control is something that torments them deeply. They are beginning to realize that you have changed, that you are no longer the same person who once waited for them. And in a way, this scares them, because it means it might be too late to recover what was lost and to achieve this union they desire so much. The angels uncover that this person has been observing your energy from afar. They feel that something inside you has transformed, that you have begun to prioritize yourself more, to value yourself in a different way, embracing your own light and power. And this change is impacting this person deeply, increasing even more the desire to connect to this new version of you in a complete way. Before we continue, The angels ask you to breathe deeply and connect with this truth. What is truly yours, what is meant to be yours, is never completely lost. It only awaits the right moment to meet again in a new form. Now, continuing the message, the angels show that this person is getting closer and closer to taking an attitude. It is as if they were being pushed by the universe to face what they tried to avoid for so long, especially their deepest desire for you. But there is an internal obstacle that needs to be overcome: fear. They are afraid that you have moved on, and that there is no more space for this total surrender. Afraid that your answer won't be the one they hope for. Afraid that all this time has created an insurmountable distance between you, including for the intimacy they desire so much. And the angels say something even stronger. This person is about to put everything to the test. They know they can no longer live in this doubt, in this impasse between the desire to be close and the fear of trying. They feel they need to know, once and for all, if there is still a path for both of you, a path that leads to this union of body, mind, and soul. And when this moment arrives, dear soul, you need to be prepared, because the energy they will bring will be of a surprising intensity, seeking this intimate connection. The angels ask you to reflect. What do you truly want for your life and for this deep connection? Because this answer will be the key to everything that will come next. Your clarity and your openness are fundamental, so that this person feels the necessary security to express the totality of their feelings and desires. The longing that torments them can no longer be ignored, and something inside them is crying out for a resolution, for a union they realize is essential for their own fullness. Be ready to welcome this truth with love and discernment. The angels uncover that this person has been feeling lost in a sea of uncertainties. There is confusion inside them that prevents them from seeing clearly which path they must follow to achieve the union they desire so much with you. They try to occupy their mind, try to convince themselves that everything will be fine if they just ignore the lack they feel and the desire for intimacy. But this illusion does not last long. The universe has been sending constant signs, subtle and intense messages at the same time, forcing them to confront this truth. What they feel for you and what they yearn for regarding this connection has not ended and is more alive than ever. This realization is not happening lightly. This person is feeling a whirlwind of emotions, and within this chaos, there is a struggle between fear and the overwhelming desire to do something about it, to surrender to this deep union. The angels show that, in many moments, this person found themselves reliving scenes from the past, feeling your presence even without you being there, and imagining the intimacy you could share. Little things from daily life, objects, songs, places, everything seems to be impregnated with the energy of what you lived together and what you could still live. And this is starting to pressure them to make a definitive decision. Before we continue, share this video with 2 dear people who are needing this message of hope and faith. Let's build together a chain of love and mutual support. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. Now, continuing the message, what the angels want you to understand is that this person can no longer run from themselves and their most intimate desires. Everything they tried to do to silence this feeling failed. There is no way to hide what is screaming inside their heart any longer, which yearns for a total connection with you. And that is why they are about to approach. With the intention of seeking this deep union they aim for so much. Yes, the angels show that the moment of truth is approaching. This person feels they need to look for you, speak with you, understand if there is still a space for them in your life for this complete surrender. But at the same time, they carry a deep worry. What if you don't want it anymore? This fear has been their greatest obstacle, because deep down, this person doesn't just want to talk. They want a confirmation that there is still a possible path for you, a path that includes this deep intimacy. They want to know if, after everything, you can still meet again in a true, complete way, and in every sense life can offer. But there is something the angels ask you to reflect on. If this person returned now, with this intention of complete union, would you open your heart to them in its totality? Because this answer will determine the next steps the universe is preparing for this connection. Dear soul, the intensity of this feeling has reached a point where this person can no longer hide it even from themselves. Even when they try to follow their routine, something inside them screams your name, asking to be heard. The desire to look for you for this complete and deep union is growing every day, but there is still something preventing them from taking this final step. The angels show that this person feels fear, not just fear of your reaction, but fear of what this reapproach and this total surrender might mean for their life, because they know that once they make this decision, there will be no way to turn back. They feel that if they look for you with this intention, they will need to be willing to open their heart for real, without masks, without games, without reservations. And this vulnerability is something that scares them deeply. The universe has put situations in their path so that they finally face their feelings, conversations that bring up your name, places that make them remember you, dreams that seem so real that, upon waking, leave them lost for a few moments. All this is happening because this person needs to understand that they cannot continue living in this doubt, especially about the possibility of having you in your totality. The angels say that this person questions themselves every day. Do I still have time for this union? Can I still recover what was lost and achieve this intimacy I desire so much? And this doubt is weighing more than anything else. They realize that, by losing you, they also lost a part of themselves, a dimension of connection that only you provided. And this absence has become a void that nothing else can fill. The angels uncover that this person is preparing for a decisive conversation, one that will not only speak of feelings, but of the depth of the desire for union they nurture. They have already realized they need answers, that they can no longer postpone this decision. And when this moment arrives, it will be essential that you are connected with your truth and with your readiness for this complete surrender. The angels ask you to ask yourself, what does your heart truly desire for this intense connection? Because when this person appears, there will be no more room for doubts or uncertainties about their intention. This is an opportunity for closure, or for the restart of a new and deep union. And this choice will be yours, dear soul. Before we continue this message, if you haven't left your comment yet, write now. True love always finds the way. This act strengthens the energy of the connection the angels are bringing to you. Now, continuing the message, the angels show that this person no longer has the strength to fight against what they feel. The longing has become a burden too heavy to carry, and every day far from you only increases this sensation of emptiness. They realize now, with more clarity than ever, that your presence was a light in their life, something they perhaps didn't value at the right moment, and now they yearn for your totality. They feel in an internal conflict. Part of them simply wants to run to you, say everything they feel, ask for a new chance for this deep union, but the other part is still taken by fear. Fear that you have moved on. Fear that your answer won't be the one they hope for regarding this surrender. Fear that everything they imagined as a possibility has become just an unreachable dream. The angels uncover that this person has already rehearsed countless times what they could say to you. They imagine dialogues in their mind, think of ways to explain themselves, seek ways to justify their mistakes and their absences, but always with the intention of leading to a more intimate union. But every attempt to plan this conversation ends at the same point, the fear of your reaction to this depth of desire. And it is this fear that keeps them stagnant. But there is something the angels want you to comprehend. This person can no longer avoid the inevitable. The universe is pressuring, creating situations so that they have no way to run from this decision. The dreams, the memories, the unexpected encounters with things that make them remember you. All this is part of a bigger plan so that they ultimately face the truth of their feelings and their desire for total union. Before we continue, write in the comments, I release the past and I am ready for what the universe brings. This act is a way to open your heart to the blessings that are coming. Now, continuing the message, the angels show that this person is much closer to a decisive step than they imagine. The silence is becoming unbearable. The need to hear your voice, to feel your energy again, and to experience this deep union grows uncontrollably. They might be hesitant now, but soon they will be taken by a sudden courage. Something inside them will wake up, and this awakening will lead them to you with the intention of a complete surrender. The question the angels bring is, when this happens, will your heart be ready to listen and to welcome this intimacy they yearn for? Because this conversation has the power to change everything, leading to a connection deeper than you ever imagined. The angels uncover that this person is on the brink of a decisive moment, a turning point where there is no return. The desire for a complete union, for this intimacy that transcends the superficial, has now become an unsustainable weight. a feeling that accompanies them in every thought, in every detail of their day. They can no longer run from this. Something inside them asks for an outcome, for a clear answer, for a definitive action that leads them to you and to the depth they seek. The angels show that, in the last few days, this person has felt your energy in an even more intense way. It is as if you were beside them, as if the presence of your soul was there, revealing what they already know, but haven't yet had the courage to admit completely. They need you, and everything you can offer in terms of connection and surrender. They have questioned themselves repeatedly if there is still time, if there is still space for a conversation, for a reunion, for a fresh start that leads them to this deep and intimate union. This doubt accompanies them in all moments of silence. When they lie down to sleep, you are the last thought that invades their mind, and often, you appear in their dreams, showing them the depth of what they yearn for. Upon waking, the sensation of emptiness is the first thing they feel, a gap that cries out for your presence. The angels say that this person feels they have already lost a lot of time. They realize they waited too long, that they clung to fear, to pride, and to doubts, and now they fear they have let the last chance to correct their mistakes and experience this total surrender slip by. But at the same time, there is a force inside them that is beginning to overcome these fears. The universe has been sending increasingly clear signs for them to understand that the moment to act has arrived. Perhaps they heard your name in a random conversation, saw something that reminded them of you so strongly it seemed like a call, an invitation to this deeper union. Or else they felt a tightness in their chest, butterflies in their stomach, an uncontrollable will to look for you, even without understanding exactly the reason, but with the clear intention of approaching for this intimacy. This person feels they are reaching a point where there is no way to delay any longer. They need to know if a path still exists, if there is still something to be lived between you, especially the depth of this union they desire so much. And when this moment arrives, everything that was felt in silence, everything that was repressed, everything that remained pending between you, will come to the surface. The angels ask that you be ready, dear soul, because this conversation will be a watershed moment, opening the doors to a connection that could be the most intimate and transforming of your life. Before we continue this message, write in the comments, "The right time of the universe unfolds in my life." This act helps to align your energy with the truth the angels are bringing to you. Now, continuing the message. This person feels they are reaching a point where there is no way to delay any longer. They need to know if a path still exists, if there is still something to be lived between you, especially the depth of this union they desire so much. And when this moment arrives, everything that was felt in silence, everything that was repressed, everything that remained pending between you will come to the surface. The angels ask that you be ready, because this conversation will be a watershed moment, opening the doors to a connection that could be the most intimate and transforming of your life. This person feels they are being pushed by a greater force, a force that can no longer be ignored, to seek your totality. Dear soul, the angels say that the moment this person has postponed for so long is very close. They feel they can no longer ignore the call echoing inside their heart, a call for a complete and deep union with you. The doubts, the fears, the insecurities that prevented them from acting until now are beginning to lose strength in the face of the uncontrollable need to connect with you again, in your totality. They might not have spoken yet, but their soul has already made a decision. The energy the angels show is of someone who is about to move, to take a step that could change everything, aiming for this intimacy that consumes them. And this change doesn't come just from the desire to ease the longing, but from a deeper understanding. They should never have pulled away from you, and should never have underestimated the depth of the connection you share. This person understood that their absence did not bring peace. On the contrary, it made their life a tangle of memories, regrets, and unanswered questions. They realize now that what they felt for you was not a fleeting feeling. It was not something that could be replaced or forgotten with time. The link between you is real, intense, and undeniable, and they yearn to experience it in its fullness, including the moments of greatest surrender. The angels show that, inside them, there is a genuine desire to redeem themselves, to explain everything that remained unexplained, to correct mistakes, to say what should have been said a long time ago, and mainly, to express the depth of the desire for intimacy they feel for you. But along with this desire comes the uncertainty. Do you still want to hear them? Is your heart open to this complete surrender they are ready to offer? They are afraid that upon trying to approach with this intention, they discover it is already too late, that your heart has no more space for them, that time has erased any chance of a restart of body, mind, and soul. This fear makes them hesitate, but no longer to the point of preventing them from acting. Before we wrap up this message, if it touched your heart and resonated with your truth, write in the comments, "I accept what is mine by right." This act opens the doors for the energy of the universe to work in your favor, aligning you with this deep union. Now, continuing the message, the angels want you to know that your energy plays a fundamental role in this moment. Your intuition already feels that something is about to happen, that a change is coming. If your heart still holds feelings, if there is still a desire for a reunion and for a deep union, be prepared for this moment, because this person will show up. And when they arrive, it won't be with doubts about what they want from you anymore. It will be with the truth, with the totality of their feelings, and with an undeniable desire for this intimacy that consumes them so much. What will you do with this truth, dear soul? That is your choice. This is an opportunity to welcome a love that seeks completeness, to surrender to a connection that promises depth and transformation. The angels guide you so that you are in your center, strong and conscious of your value, to receive this person with discernment and love. Your role is to be open and receptive to what the universe is bringing, trusting in your intuition to guide you on the path of this union. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "My heart is ready to love and be loved deeply." Share your experiences in the comments. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.